What's up? How you all doing? Hope you are doing well. I want to stop right now and say thank you all for watching another video that I'm getting ready to do. I'm thinking also about a poem that was written many years ago, and the topic of the poem was called No Man is an Island. And I'm thinking about that in the sense of a lot of times that we go through certain issues, a lot of time we go through certain things, and we feel as though we're the only one that is experiencing the pain, experiencing the hurt, experiencing the problem and difficulty as it comes to that situation, and we feel as though we're in it by ourselves. But you got to understand and realize that even though you're going through that certain situation at that particular time, that you're never alone. You're never by yourselves. You know, you're never in the sense of nobody has experienced this before but me. Because when you understand and realize that when you're going through certain problems, that same problem, that same situation isn't being endured or being encountered by a person that in a totally different continent. You might be experiencing a certain issue, a certain pain, a certain problem in New Orleans, Louisiana. But you got to realize that that same problem, that same situation is a person is going through that might be in California, might be in New York. So they're in the same situation that you're in. So you've got to understand and realize that although you're experiencing that pain and that hurt in New Orleans, but you got to understand that that same pain, that same hurt is being experienced by a person in New York or California. So never get to the point where you feel as though you're the only one that is experiencing pain. You're the only one that is experiencing hurt. You're the only one that is experiencing problems. You've got to realize and understand that this same afflictions is accomplished by your friend, your brother, by your cousin, by someone that you don't even know about. You know, that same problem is being bombarded in their mind by somebody else that might be in a totally different continent that you're going through. So never get to the point where you're feeling as though I'm the only one that is experiencing this hurt. I'm the only one that is experiencing this pain. I'm the only one that is experiencing this problem, because the same pain, problems, and things that you're going through, somebody else is also going through. But you got to understand that even though you're going through that certain situation, you've got to understand and realize that you're not in it by yourself. You're going through it alone, but you're not alone. Because when you get to the point where you feel as though you're the only one that is experiencing this pain, you're the only one that is experiencing this hurt, you're the only one that is experiencing this trauma, then that will begin to be a type of mental problem. That will begin to cause you to fall into depression. That will begin to cause you to fall into a type of state of, I'm tired of being in this thing by myself. Because although you're in it by yourself, at the moment, you're not by yourself. For the same problem is being accomplished by everyone or somebody else that's in a different total state or continent. But you got to understand that loneliness is something that people have to deal with in life. There are people that have to deal with loneliness. There's people have to deal with depression. There are people that have to deal with type of suicidal thoughts or ideation. There are people that have to deal with a lot of different issues that it comes to life. So, but although you're going through certain issues in life, you might be going through a bad marriage. You might be going through a bad breakup. You might be going through the loss of a loved one, the loss of a job. But you got to understand that even though you're going through those situations and problems, you've got to understand that there's help. It might be help, not help that on you at the moment, but help is on the way. There's going to come a time when you feel as though I'm going through this by myself. My mother has forsaken me. My father has forsaken me. My sisters, my brothers, my close friends is nowhere to be found. Where can I find aid? Where can I find solace? Where can I find a type of relief? And if you sit back and think like that, then the devil will begin to play in your mind and say, no one's there to help you. No one is there to aid you. No one is there to comfort you. Therefore, you need to go and take your life. You need to end the way that you're feeling, because even though you're going through these problems, I can make it a better way out. I can cause you to, go through all of that and then in your own life by drinking, in your own life by taking drugs, alcohol, being suicidal. So regardless of what you're going through in life, and although you might be going through problems, although you might be going through pains, although you might be going through situations that cause you to cry at nighttime, feel as though you're there by yourself. Never get to the point where you are saying, well, I'm in this by myself, therefore I got to take my life. I'm in it by myself, therefore I'm going to give up on life. I'm tired of going through these problems by myself. Tired of going through laying in the bed late at nighttime by myself. No one to aid me, no one to talk to me, no one there to give me a type of release or a type of feedback. Because you got to understand that your baddest or the worst problem as it is in life is when you're trying to call somebody and they're nowhere to be found. You try to call your friend, call your loved one, call your best friend and say, I need you right now, and they're nowhere to be found. You call somebody and there's a busy signal. You call somebody 10 seconds later and there's a busy signal. Then you begin to play in your mind, I'm going through this by myself. I'm going through this problem by myself. I need some type of aid. I need some type of release because there's nobody there to hear what I'm going through. But when you get to that point, always fall back and realize that when your mother and your father forsake you, then the Lord will take you up. There are going to be times in your life when you feel as though you're all by yourself, you're all alone. There's nobody to be there to aid you in your type of loneliness, in your type of loneliness, and your type of being in solitude or isolation. But I want to let you know that regardless of what you're going through in life, there's going to be a time when you feel as though nobody around, your loved one is there, your spouse is not there, your boyfriend or girlfriend is nowhere to be found. But when you get to that point, realize and understand that that's when the Lord will begin to take you up. That's when he will begin to hide you under the shadows of his wing. That's when he will begin to tell you that although your mother and your father is not there at the moment, I'm here always. I will be a friend that sticking closer than in a brother, and I will never leave you nor forsake you. So never get to the point where you will feel as though you're in this thing by yourself. You're in this problem by yourself. You're going through certain difficulties by yourself. But when you get to the point where you feel as though you're by yourself, I want you to fall back and get into the type of mindset where even though my family is not there, my close friends is not there, God will always be there to help me and aid me through all of what I'm going through. So I want to let you know that regardless of what you're going through in life, regardless of what you're going through, it might be painful, it might be problematic, it might be a type of loneliness of being all by yourself. But I want to let you know that when you're alone, you're not alone, because God will be there to aid you. He will be there to strengthen you. He will be there to comfort you in the midst of all your lonely times, and all the times when you're crying late at nighttime by yourself, when it feels as though nobody to be found. That is when the Lord will begin to be there for you and begin to give you strength in the midst of all your weak times and your sad times. For I want to let you know right now, regardless of what you're going through, you might be going through problems, you might be going through situations, you might be going through a lot of persecution or even mental stress. I want to let you know that regardless of what you're going through, you're alone, but you're not alone, because you're there and God is right there to hold you and lift you up and carry you out of all of the circumstances that you're going through. So I want to let you know that if I said something tonight or today when you ever watch this video, I want you to give me a like. I want you to give me a thumbs up. I want you to give me a comment. I want you to subscribe to my channel. And not only will I continuously just try to say something that will encourage you, but I want to let you know that regardless of what you're going through that, but you're not going through it by yourself. So until this time next time, I want to say God bless you, and God bless you.